lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna take, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. No motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody
Morning.
doing this morning?
Good morning.
Hey, it's early, isn't it? Well, it's late for me.
Yeah, it's morning for me.
I already did my 11 hours. Put in my 11 hours, y'all. Ooh, waiting on my coffee to brew. I'm gonna have me a nice, fresh, hot cup of coffee.
You didn't get you no coffee.
Get you some coffee.
Well, I told her, I'm getting you a nice, fresh cup of coffee. Brewing it. It's freezing here this morning, y'all. Freezing.
Really? Let's talk about it.
No, literally,
It's
Texas
colder.
and
It's colder.
Georgia got a cold
Oh,
front.
Texas, the one-party state, got a one-party cold front, baby. Hello.
Yeah, and I think Indiana, the one party state, is really cold right now.
Uh-huh.
They got a
And I think
one-party cold
Georgia, the
front.
one party state, is very cold right now.
Mm-hmm. How about that? Oh, hey, Texas tornado. Little Texas tornado. Oh,
Hey,
yes.
everybody.
I know. On the way home, it was nice. Everybody was up early this morning, and, we were chatting on the way home, and they're like, oh, let's listen. Why? Why?
Why? That's what I'm saying. I don't listen to that beat. I don't listen
I
to it.
know.
Why?
I don't either. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad we listen, though, because
Oh no,
know,
let's go
The
into this.
hypocrisy is real, y'all.
it
Oh
really
yeah,
is. I mean,
majorly.
What the hell? She can sit and talk shit about people and tear people up and be mad. I think she needs to listen to some of her own shit.
She making shit
Contact
up.
people, husbands, and everything. Like,
I know.
really? You,
I know.
that one over there, contact husbands.
He says it ain't nobody's business. They made it the business when they brought it to YouTube, telling their
That's
story.
right, Sutton. So when this first happened and Parker got wind of it, she was the first one to put it on YouTube.
She certainly
Yeah,
was.
Sure was.
yeah,
Sure
but you
was.
have to
Now
dedicate to that.
she don't want people talking about it now. Oh, how's that working out for you? No, I'm not a Mother Teresa. You already named me, sweetheart.
Hey, you're Francis, Mother Teresa. You're shiny Mother Francis. We're Mother Francis over here, not Mother Teresa.
Mary Frances. Mary Frances. Look,
Hang
it's
on, honey. Take your clip channel and go elsewhere.
Please. Please.
You know, and I really do think that she's behind some of those flip channels. I really do. And he wants to bitch and moan and groan about it.
Right.
Ain't nobody got time to waste on your ass.
Not at all. Not at all.
But you sure go, oh, I got clip channels after me. Lord, y'all need to find something better to do than to create clip channels. Going after yourself and blaming everybody else.
Right.
That's disgusting. I honestly don't know anybody who's got the time or the energy or wants to do it.
You too
That's
famous.
what
Clip channels about your own self.
Exactly. And I've said that for how long now, y'all? How long? Now there's one out there creating songs. Really? Linda Marie, did it take you that long to figure out how to do that?
One of my personal information. Who was that? Linda?
Yes. Oh, what's the personal information on that? Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
On that channel.
Mm-hmm. Well, who would have that? Mm-mm-mm. I tell you what. But I think the more important question here is,
The reason she can't remember Sutton is because when you tell the truth, you don't have to remember it.
Yeah.
But when you don't tell the truth, those are things that you tend to forget.
Yeah.
and she's mad as hell about the recordings getting to us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And begging to send them to Harper. Harper, it ain't your fucking call, honey. And you know what? They are one-party states, which boy, you really should look into that shit before you go live and open your damn mouth. And how
Harper knows
stupid.
what she said. Harper was the one that told Frank to call Tony.
Well, they dragged Tony on, didn't they, at that point? They most certainly did. And either way, Harper knows what was on those tapes because she was the one there talking.
Yep.
I'll tell you what this boils down to. Oh, Pooter McGee over there is
We see Georgette.
pissed in her Cheerios because she doesn't have the recordings. And guess what? Got them.
And they're not coming out on YouTube because
Absolutely
they're not.
Never intended to.
No.
But just know that light has been shed.
Yes. A lot of it.
Well, because here's the thing. For some reason, she doesn't really want to address the issue. She's wanting to make this sound like a DV situation, like he just hit her or something. No, the accusations that were thrown out there that you yourself, Biddy, put out there was the R word.
Yeah.
Sounds like grape. Sounds like grape, right? So the question is here, Perp Diddy, you're welcoming back a graper or someone who lied about doing that? Which is it?
You decide.
Hey, Amanda.
And you want to sit here and say something about because we're a Survivor channel, we're this, that, and the other? You're damn straight we are.
Most definitely.
There's a
100.
lot of us out here who have been through shit, and we don't take kindly to people having false allegations or
No.
real allegations and then welcoming them back.
And you need to get off the Survivor Channel train because that's getting a little bit old. I mean, just because we are a Survivors Channel doesn't mean that we don't have opinions and
Yeah,
doesn't
what's
mean
up?
that we aren't allowed to share them.
Right. Their opinions are like assholes. Everybody's wrong.
Yep.
Mhm.
Good
Some are
morning,
just
Kelly.
smarter than others. You know,
Yeah.
we wouldn't want you to admit anything. Seems like you couldn't
Yeah.
even admit you're farting on a live on someone else's panel.
Pooter McGee.
Not once, but twice. It may have been the third time, but I know twice for sure. Your avatar was the only one lighting up, baby. Only one lighting up, but you still can't even admit to that and say, "Oh, excuse me, sorry."
One of them was a group coming out.
That's terrible.
No,
That
nobody
is-
did something. Nobody did.
Right. She says, "Oh, well, they're wondering if Harper's husband knows. Does that mean that they're going to call him?" And then she goes into this long dissertation about how wrong it is for us to call him. Nobody said anybody was
Wow.
calling her husband.
But how
Well,
dare
well,
you?
yeah, because she likes to contact people's husbands.
Yeah, my husband was contacted.
And she says she's never contacted anyone's family. Whatever.
Oh, that's not true. Your people have. Your people have. How about that? Should we put it that way? Which means indirectly it's you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just there you have it. You know. So,
I want whoever loaned her their soapbox needs to get it back because she ain't too good at this.
I
Mm-mm.
know she really isn't. Well, and here's the thing: you think people just gonna sit by and be like, "Oh yeah, you can cheat on your y'all." Think of this: you're over there saying it's her husband, but yet Harper and Frank are together and have a love child.
Right.
But
On
she's
a
married.
platform.
She's married to another man. And other people aren't supposed to have an opinion on that? Oh, I think we most definitely are. Just as Hercules has an opinion on every single thing that's put out there anywhere. She most certainly has an opinion on things. Now, shall we take this opinion of ours and drag it into the dirt for months and months and months and months and months? Well, actually, let's not even say months, years on end.
Mm. I
And go
will say
national
this.
trial? Should we?
No. Everything Tony said is completely true. Everything she said was completely true.
Yep. But again, I'll pull it straight back to what Shine's just said there. Which one is it? You're either welcoming back somebody that you all believe is guilty of rape, or you are welcoming back someone who makes allegations of that aren't real. So which is it?
And, lie about it to be a YouTube sensation, I guess. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure. I mean, to me, that's kind of sick. And you wonder how
Yeah.
people could be, quote unquote, triggered by that. Well, you know what? You did hurt a lot of people when that shit came out because people have been through that experience, truly been through that experience, and they didn't use it to manipulate the YouTube communities.
Right.
Okay? It's really sick and disgusting.
Yep.
So this isn't a DV situation.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Either way, you're
Not even
turning a
close.
blind eye to somebody who you're believing is guilty of rape, or you're turning a blind eye to somebody who lied about it.
Yeah. And here's the thing. You want to say, why is it, how could somebody else's actions trigger somebody? because it brings what happened to them to the forefront. And you know this. You're not that stupid, are you? Well, maybe you are. Either way, um, when you want to say it's nobody's business, then perhaps Harper shouldn't have been in everybody's fucking email, in on private phone calls with people, running her mouth.
Well, and perhaps Pooter McGee shouldn't have brought it to the internet.
Right.
Exactly. You
Because
probably
she was the
shouldn't have
one
done it.
that wrote.
Sure did. Sure did. Now, you can't expect people to be friends with someone and sit in a Discord call listening to that shit and not be affected by it.
Right.
See, I understand you don't know how friendships work, Kurt. I got you. I got you. But some people do actually care about other people. And a lot of people care until it's proven that the person is not being truthful.
And
So,
we can form our own decision and opinion about it because we have heard the recordings, but that's not something that we're going to share on here.
no. And here's the thing. I guess you'd have to ask yourself, who do you believe? Which story do you believe? And this is not stories from other people. This is what we need to make perfectly clear. These are stories that came from Frank and Harper themselves, that they have decided to tell the whole YouTube community on people's channels, their panels, everything else, and in chats. Okay? They made it everybody else's business. They did that all themselves. Now, which story that they tell are we supposed to believe? Really think on that. Chew on that one. Seems like you like to chew on the fat. Chew on it, honey. Chew on it real good. There's been multiple stories both of them have told.
I think it's very disgusting.
Well, of course you would. We are disgusted over here. You know, I find it really ironic that because we're discussing this issue and you're so offended that we discussed something that they themselves put out on YouTube and you gave them that platform to do it on. You were the first one to give them the platform to do it on, Bird, baby. You sure the fuck were. And you know what? I find it very ironic and just really out there that you're so offended by that. Oh, you're so indignant, but yet you want to talk about somebody's private photos that you had no business having. That definitely weren't fucking put out there on the YouTube world. They were by you. When you shared them and you did your revenge porn because you were pissed off. Yeah, you little revenge porn queen. So please, Part Daddy, play all of it. When you play our lives, play it in its entirety, please. Don't just play part of it. Play all of it. I mean, you don't want your people over there that don't know about your revenge porn, perhaps? You don't want them to know? Do you not want them to know the nasty shit you do? And yes, you did. I don't give a fuck if you made a half a comment on it. I don't care if you gave a quarter of a fucking chuckle. You did. You did it. It was your channel. Your panel. You had 100% control over that. And you did it. Not one time. You did 2 different videos on that shit. Then you did a third when you decided you were going to go up there and flash blurred out pictures, claiming that's what they were. Because you were setting up Sassy off to take all the fall, remember? Oh, yeah. I remember that was a 6-minute video. We've got that one. That's what you're really mad about, isn't it? Man, I tell you what, I love the fact that you got a little bee in your bonnet, honey. I really do. Because look, Like you said, this shit doesn't really affect us now, does it? You know, I think it does affect some people emotionally because they were really cared about people. They cared about Frank and Harper. They didn't want anything bad. They, when this story broke, you know, YouTube in, man. YouTube News, right? YouTube News over there in Purple Phoenix. The news broke. That story broke. That the grape had happened. You blame somebody, saying that's what happened. Now, see, this is you take this so lightly and flip it, and you're like, it's a DV situation. No, it's not. No, it's not the same thing.
Mm-mm.
You're trying to portray to your people that are watching and your people in chat. You guys can go right on ahead, be delusional, and try to convince yourselves that it's not near the seriousness that you're wanting it to be. What you're claiming could have got somebody put in prison. What you claimed and boasted about on your channel is happening. Giving them that platform, they could have ended up having Frank locked up in prison for that. And that's okay. Other people aren't supposed to have an opinion or whatever. Oh, you're absolutely right. The more I think about it, they really didn't play a role in that in my mind until now. She definitely did play a big heavy role in it, didn't she?
Yep, most definitely.
Mm-mm-mm.
It was her idea, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I think she's got a lot of a lot of ideas. She always employs her people to do it. We'll just say it like that, I guess. I don't know how else to say it. Get other people to do it, and that way you can get, but did I do it? No, I didn't do that. You best believe, people. She
Well,
knows everything that goes on. She knows it before it's happening.
she says that we talk about it because we want clicks and views because nobody's been over here.
Oh,
Okay. Well, let's
hmm.
think about it. How many lives did you do about it back then, Purple? And guess what? You're monetized. So, yeah, you made money off of said DV situation.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She was making money off of that grape, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Or the supposed grape that happened.
Yep.
Hmm. Hmm. Either way, I think it is really disgusting because when you think about it, you set Frank up and you claimed that it was him who made that call threatening your child, right? And I remember the call that you did finally come up and say never happened, which you don't report to the DOD or DOJ, whatever the hell it is. Nobody calls
Mm-mm.
their spouse's employment to report something and get a report number that you would hand over to Harper to put in a case. Okay? But let's make it perfectly clear for anyone who did not see that live. Supposedly, a call came in, and there was a threat that was made about her son. Park went so far as to show the numbers on her phone, and that was the only number that had called. And she traced it back to none other than Frank. She
But now it
traced
wasn't.
it back. Yeah, she was 100%. It's Frank. It's you, Frank. Blah 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 blah. And now it wasn't Frank. And she had said it was Frank and Jackie, which is Tony's husband, who was in on it, doing that call. Um,
So how can
hmm.
that mysteriously be different now?
What new information has come to light that the phone, and you even admitted that Frank had made phone calls to you, but it wasn't that. There was no other number on your phone because you showed it. You had the time, and it was all right there for everybody to see. But now it wasn't him. Oh yeah, you know what? It wasn't him because that threat was never made on the phone.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it just all boils back down to the fact that everybody's sitting there saying, it's not our business. It's when it was your business a year ago, but it's not your business now, because it suits you. So again, it boils back down to the fact of, are you accepting somebody guilty of grape back into your fold, or are you accepting somebody who lied about grape back into your fold? Because it's one of the two, because both can't be right, because if both are right, like, that doesn't make sense. If he did it, why are you welcoming him back? If she lied about it, what he's doing, you are enabling that BS to continue.
And I don't know why Harper would want those recordings. She knows exactly what she said on those recordings.
Maybe she don't.
Well, if it was the truth, she
That's
would.
what I'm saying.
Been saying.
Purple is just butthurt because she don't know which is the truth.
Everybody knows the truth. Manipulation.
And she can't stand it that we do know the truth.
Amen to that. I 100% agree with that one. And my ever so humble, or not so humble opinion.
Well, just a FYI, Perp, it's not coming out on YouTube.
Nope.
And not
No, it is not. It is not appropriate for YouTube.
Nope. It's really sick and disgusting what she planned.
Mm-hmm. But you know what I find funny though? Does she really think that other people are just like her?
No, she thinks she's superior to everyone.
Well, I'm saying, you know, she's like, oh, you planned this, you thought of it, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, Kurt, that's you, man. You're the one planning shit and making shit up. That's all you.
We knew they were, we're psychic. We knew they was going to come back and share their love for each other. Oh, yeah. We knew that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right, Sutton. She is butt hurt big time that she don't have the recordings.
You ain't getting them.
Hey,
Nope.
and eat. Hey, girl, hey, us hints are coming your way. Hello.
Hey, girl, hey.
Well, hoo-ha. It's not about content. It isn't. It's about stop your damn lying. Stop thinking you're going to sit here and pull the wool over people's eyes. People are so stupid, they don't see what's going on and what you're doing.
And
Some people might do that.
stop thinking that it's okay to talk about, but then when somebody else talks about it, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How? Seriously. You talk shit over there all the time. You talk about people. What? Perhaps we should go into some of our lives then, because, you know, we do have other things that we talk about. We do have issues that we can address. We have that right. But I think it's really rich coming from someone who, you are the master of that, right? Well, I wouldn't say master, but that's your specialty. You specialize in talking shit on people and bad mouthing them all the time. Honestly, think about it, y'all. How many positive things does she say?
I got nothing.
I think, yeah.
I got another. Yeah. Yeah, Georgette, right? There's many people that are educated who see through it. You're absolutely right.
No. It's
The
a
only thing
completely white
positive she says is when somebody sends her a cash or a, what's it called?
You
Super
know,
chat, or they've been a
mm,
member for however many months. I appreciate you.
oh yeah, that's true.
That's as far as it goes.
That's when she gets nice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, I know what my opinion is, especially after hearing the recordings, but playing devil's advocate again, it still boils back down to the fact that either way, to accept what they're accepting, you're either accepting somebody guilty of that or you're accepting someone who lied about it. And you're not even prepared to ask questions, dig, look, check, nothing. You are just sitting there saying, oh, well, it's not our business. Well, if somebody is guilty of that, I'd sure as shit want to know if they were hanging around me. And if somebody was capable of lying about something like that, again, I sure as shit would want to know that that's
She,
the type of person capable of making accusations like that.
she wasn't saying it wasn't her business when she brought it to you two.
No,
No.
she didn't.
Mhm.
Calling Frank out for something he didn't do.
Twice now.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, something I can too. I can. Some people will stop at nothing. Just saying. Mm-mm-mm.
Right,
I guess she
Sutton?
wants to spin a narrative over there to her new subscribers that don't know what's really going on.
Oh, the 57 that she gained from going viral on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's not viral. Good God. Fancy's done better than that doing her little shorts. She
Oh
did
yeah.
way better than that.
Wonder if it's one of her lives where she shares revenge porn.
Hmm.
I don't know which
I
one
wonder.
it is, but
I don't know. Be interesting. Which one is it? Hmm. I don't know. I think it's a good question. You know, I really do. Are you accepting a graper back in your midst? And you're going to say that it's no big deal, it's none of your business? Or are you accepting back into your group the person who lied about it happening just to get attention? Because it's a YouTube story. Hmm. You
Good
probably
morning.
shouldn't have taken a storyline that was, you know, like you like to use the word trigger. I guess maybe you don't know another one, but you know, maybe use something that doesn't trigger people so easily.
Yeah.
morning, Dree.
Morning,
Good
Tree.
morning. Mia, I wanna address that. What Tony did was cover her butt. Tony
Mm-hmm.
did the right thing because
Yep,
Harper
sure
is the
did.
one that called Tony.
Yep.
Harper called a
And
lot of people. A
Tony was
lot of
going to
people.
call the police. But guess who told her not to?
Oh yeah, that particular day. Yeah, why would she call Tony anyways? Like that makes no sense. Unless what does make sense is if you planned it all.
Needed a witness.
Mm-hmm. Because I tell you what, if something like that happened to me, the police officer on the other line would be my witness. Okay?
Right?
Right access to a phone, that's who I'd be calling. Hmm. That's
Yep.
just me. My opinion, you know.
Why
Dree
not
said,
call those two police, Harper?
Charger.
Yeah. Can I just say there's a massive difference between fatal attraction than there is claims of something like that, and then sitting doing what they're doing now, and everybody just being okay with the fact that either that happened or somebody lied about that happening.
Oh yeah, blame that on Fatal Attraction. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm.
You mean a psychotic?
Yeah, something. I don't know. I just it's not a Fatal Attraction. I mean, I think it may be a Fatal Attraction,
Yeah, that's what I was
but
going to
it's
say.
just got nothing to do with the other things, you know. Yeah, it's not all Tony. I don't know how it's Tony's fault. I mean, Tony didn't sit there and concoct the cockamamie story up.
She sure didn't.
Well, you gotta get that coffee, Sutton. Get that coffee. I got
Yeah,
mine. Boy, they're good. Mm-mm-mm.
In my opinion, Tony handled it very well.
You
She
sure
did.
did.
she did.
She did sound really good on panel yesterday, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about on the phone calls.
Yeah, the way she handled
Oh yeah. Yeah, she
that,
did.
she handled it well.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, damn, Tony, you go, girl. You know? Um, but you know, it was good to hear. It was not good to hear because nobody should have to hear that shit. But
Yeah.
Tony told the absolute truth. She said exactly. I was like, okay, you know, I don't hear any big lie or anything from Tony's end. So there's that. Man, it's early, isn't it, y'all?
It sure is. I've been
It is.
See, for me, it's late because I've been up all night.
Now you're on the opposite clock tonight.
I'm like, oh,
You're on that time for a change.
I know. I'm like, hey, what's up?
I don't like
Yeah,
your
but I know
time.
y'all are in summer, aren't you?
I know.
Are you sunbathing today?
I know. Out my flip flops.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, I'm sorry. I do have to say this. I will sit there and be gossiping here, okay? Um, look, it's not even gossiping. I'm just gonna talk shit because I just about died laughing. Like, is Texas a two-party state? You better be careful. You're gonna get sued. And I was like, it's a one-party state. Hello, you know.
And then Anne was like, yes, it is. It is a two-party state. Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
was. You know,
And I was like, what the fuck?
open mouth, insert foot.
Right.
That was funny, yo. That cracked me up so hardcore.
You're bad.
You should probably clip that part, actually. That would be hilarious. Ow. So they're both one-party states. A lot of states are. Hmm. So I
Yeah,
guess I'll have to. Huh?
I said, yeah, a lot of states are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thought it was interesting, but you know.
No, it's got to go down.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's, it is concerning if those allegations were to have been true, right? And, and I'll say that we never said it was true or untrue. But I will today, I am going to say I'm leaning towards it not being true. after what we heard. Um, you know, it's, I mean, that's true. You sitting there chumming it up with somebody who did that? Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. I am not going to chum it up with somebody who sat there and did that. And that's not me being any better than anybody else. That's just my limitations. Those are my boundaries.
Yep. I wouldn't give the time of day to somebody who's guilty of that, and I certainly wouldn't give the time of day to somebody who that. So either way, if he did it, I wouldn't give him the time of day, and if he didn't do it and she's lying about it, I'm still not going to give the time of day.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, one or both of them are in the damn wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's pretty messed up. You got that water running in your water.
You what?
Make sure your pipe. You got that water running so your pipes don't freeze. Hmm. Oh, you know what? I really would like to know at what point we ever said that we would call Harper's husband.
We didn't.
I wasn't
You know
going
what? No, but now that they mention it, somebody probably should let him in on the fact that she's claiming that she's having an affair and has a love child with somebody on YouTube that she goes and sees and sucks fingers of. She sucks his fingers. There was a picture up there of that for quite a while. Whatever. Are you worried that somebody may contact her husband and let him know? Or if they got married? I don't even know if they really got married. They may not even be together anymore. Maybe she's living with Frank. I don't know. Yeah, it's not their business. Well, it is our business. You put it out there. They made it our business. Sue, they made it our business. You had so many people upset and really thinking there were people convinced that he was guilty of that. Offering Harper all this support. That's where your support is, Perp. All that support Harper was getting at that time when those allegations were made, and people actually thought it was true.
He even went on Susan's panel and admitted it to protect her.
Yep.
Knowing it's a lie.
It's sick. It's just all sick. But you put it out there, and I mean, it wasn't like they were on one panel. It was slip of the tongue or something, Like, oh, we don't need to talk about this, No, we're talking for quite a while. It was discussed on YouTube by both of them until they went incognito, went in hiding. Because it wasn't just Purple's channel. I mean, Purple was the first one to break it and put it out there.
Yeah, while it's conveniently none of anybody's business now, but she was the one that put it all out there in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she done that live going after Frank for what he supposedly did.
Yeah. And like I said, they keep saying it's none of anybody's business. Well, again, you're either actively in welcoming back somebody guilty of rape, or you're welcoming back somebody who lied about it. But either way, you're all sitting there patting them on the damn back, congratulating them when one of them's lying about something that's really serious.
Mm-hmm.
So either she's lying or he's lying. So either he's guilty and he's lying, that he's innocent, or she's guilty of lying and that it happened.
Mhm.
But either way, you're all welcome in this back
Mhm.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Stu.
that wants the link.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm here.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Perp and Crew were live. I was busy with something else, and I just clicked in, and I hear Harper and Frank with the same redundant, generic responses of, you know what? They can F off. You know what? It's not their business. And I'm done. Like, they're all degenerates. So here's the thing. Body language, people, the way they speak is very telling. If I were in their situation, my response would be totally different from this. It's not your business is all too convenient, especially when you brought it here. Both of you did. No one asked for this information. No one wanted this information. You were in chats actively bringing this information. You were on panels actively bringing your all's weird relationship here, biting each other's fingers, sucking each other's fingers. Let's see. You were causing discourse everywhere you went. You were telling, Harper was telling one story of what Frank allegedly did to her, which personally I don't buy it. And, you know, you had poor old Frank who was like, I love her. Don't talk about my love. So he doesn't care, right? His position is defend Harper at all cost, Ernest Show voice. So he doesn't care how he comes off looking. And we got Harper, who knows this about Frank. She knows Frank doesn't care about his reputation. He's only concerned about one thing, and that is Harper. And does she love him? No, she doesn't. But also, I feel like they have created this elaborate troll plan. And it's sick. I don't think that they have a baby. Nothing they say or do will make, unless they show, hey, here's my baby. And I'm not asking you to, so you can kill that noise. Nobody wants to see the baby. So stop. Don't show your baby. But I will never believe you. I just won't. You two are very strange. You wanted this to be a love story, like some really bad Lifetime movie. We're going to, you know, Frank was ready to go to jail over this.
Well, I can say this. Frank was not protecting her on the phone call.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
did you hear it? Did you get
Yes.
to hear it?
Yes.
I still haven't heard it.
Yes, I heard. We all heard it, and he was not protecting her on the phone call. I mean, he literally told everything, and and she knows what was said, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very disgusting.
So she's over there talking about, I heard this little bit before I came over here. I heard her say something about the phone calls. There's not phone calls. There's a phone call. Okay, well, that phone call is probably telling enough of what happened. You remember, do y'all remember when Heidi was accusing Frank of this horrible crime?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They took it to Purple Channel.
They took it, yeah. And Purple was too. Purple was too. For months, she was on Frank
Yep.
about this. And now suddenly, it's like they're all so fucking stupid. They can't understand what they look at it as, oh, it's a side thing. No, the whole sector that's been watching this story is all looking like this is stupid. Y'all are stupid. But they really think that they can go up there, tell everybody that they now have a child, and everybody's just supposed to believe it. And we're supposed to forget the history or rewrite the history of Frank, Harper, Purple, Heidi, and a few others. Purple was itching to get her hands on that phone call.
It's more than one phone call. I will say that.
Well, see that. What are they going to do now? Y'all are getting busted out here. It's embarrassing. You all should stop this game. And then you go up on a panel where, okay, let's not forget, Purple accused Frank of making threats to her minor child. I don't know if it was a granddaughter or son, her son, but she accused him of this. And this is where he goes to announce the birth of baby Cash. That was also, by the way, the name of their dog. Sure. Let me just fall for this. They know people are not this stupid. They've got to know that.
Well, Purple has new subscribers that
That's
you
why
need to do.
That's why they took it to Purple's channel, because they knew that they would believe it.
That's what I think. It's like you sell a story to the tabloid that's, the worst. Here, I'll sell this to the Sun. They'll buy anything.
And
Well,
she's streaming us, by the way. So, hey,
Hey,
girl,
so
hey.
good. Purple.
Hey.
Listening. I am glad you're listening. Now, what did you think, Purple? Did you think that everybody was just going to fall in line and believe this story? And I bet some of your subscribers, your loyals in there, are looking at you kind of funny too. Mm-hmm. They just ain't going to tell you yet.
Right.
How's that bunch of wonderful revenge porn group doing over there? How y'all doing this morning?
I don't know, but I did see a comment from someone over there saying that basically we're just jealous because
Oh my
if
God.
Frank and Harper came this side of the sector, we wouldn't be kicking up a fuss.
What?
Are
Hell,
they?
you don't want Frank and Harper. You can have them. We just think these are daft for actually buying into their bullshit.
It's not about the other stuff. God, y'all wake up. It's about this story. Something in the milk ain't clean. And y'all know it too. And just 5 months ago, Purple, you did not believe this. You thought, God almighty, oh my God, the madness. It's YouTube. It's to be expected.
Right.
Purple gets so excited when she thinks anybody's going to take her side. We've seen her allow people in her chat and on her platform and her panel without properly vetting them, just off if she thinks that they're going to be on her side about something.
Yep.
And that has historically proven not to work out for her. Bless her heart. But no, people are not going to just fall in line and believe Frank and Harper's story and then hit us up with the generic, it's not your business. You brought it to YouTube. You made sure to bring it to YouTube.
Right.
You brought it in every chat you could and every panel you could. And now that you've told everybody that y'all have a baby, yeah, the people got questions. But you can miss me with the, I'm not going to show you my baby. I don't want to see your baby.
Oh yeah, but I did hear it say we're talking about an innocent child. No, we're not.
No, knock that shit out. Feel that noise. We are talking about you weirdos. There's not an innocent child in this.
Nope.
God, they really will reach for anything, but their arms are so short. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
I almost feel sorry for the mental whiplash that her subscribers have to put up with. It's the constant going back and forth. Somebody will fall out with her. Karen, for instance, we'll use her for an example. And it's not just Karen leaves. It's a big fallout, right?
And
then
don't be
all of a
talking
sudden-
about group, she'll pull up on you.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden she's back. She's on panel. And everybody has to get over everything Karen's done. And now She doesn't believe that it was Frank that made those threatening phone calls.
But yet she had his phone number.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I just asked her on her panel, what was it, a month ago? I believe. I was like, well, who do you think made those threatening phone calls then? And she was like, I still think it's the person I said before. Okay. Well, that was just a month ago. Now look at the whiplash people have. Now today, she has forgiven Frank, which I never thought Frank threatened her child anyway. But now today, they're good. They're best friends. She's going to give them a space to tell their troll story, and everybody's got to follow in line. Don't ask no questions.
No.
Well, it wasn't that long ago that Harper was threatening to fly out to Iowa.
I remember that.
Yeah, she was going to fly out there to the cornfields of Iowa
Yep.
and beat Purple up.
Yep. In the street.
Well, beat the brakes off you, bitch.
I'll sit on you. That's what she said. Oh, you can't make it up.
Or can you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I'm telling you, YouTube is it's better than television sometimes. It really is. Now you got to be okay with this fake baby story.
Well, according to Perk, she's seen the full pregnancy, belly, everything. So.
Oh God, Purple honey, wake up. You are Purple, do you know that you can alter pictures to look any way?
Yep. She could take her head and put it on a pregnant person's body.
Sometimes I feel sorry for her. I do. It's like, does she really believe this? I bet she does. Bless her heart.
I'm sure she does.
That's why she's got no out, because either side of the argument, if you're accepting that she's telling the truth, then you're accepting somebody you're claiming you believe is guilty of rape back into the fold. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
if you don't believe he did it, then you're accepting somebody back into the fold that's lied. So which is it? Either way, you're accepting that back in.
And were you lying then? Or were you lying now? I mean, which is it? Purple.
Yeah.
Who threatened your son? Shuckering, shuckatach. Who did it? Now that it's not Frank.
Hey, Fancy.
Hey, Fancy.
Hey, Fancy. Hey, Jeep girl.
I know, big girl. It's not. It's almost like you can just you can tell Purple anything, and as long as you're on her side against these other people, she's like, okay, I believe it. Yeah, whatever you say. Yeah. It's like, come on, Purple, have some integrity, some dignity. You don't have to buy into every story you're told because they're in your channel. It's just absurd to me. Critical thinking is just gone. And I know we don't like Cinnamon Hot, but here Cinnamon Hot seems to question things more than any other sub over there. I wonder what she thinks.
I don't know. I don't watch.
She seems to be the one that fights against the grain the most. And I wonder how she's going to take to this new story.
I don't know. She'll probably eat it. She will probably eat it because she has no other choice to.
I don't know. She was giving her hell about Karen the other night.
Which you, by the way, did an excellent impression.
Oh, God. It's going to be so good. When
I've
these
never-
people come
I've
back.
heard you do Heidi, but I never heard you do Karen. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Did I miss the one?
Huh?
Did I miss you in perfect or whatever? Yeah.
Impersonate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Heidi and Karen. You remember the days of Heidi and Karen on panels with Peaches?
Yes.
Oh, well, the gang is back together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the comedy show is on the road here. You got
Yep.
Karen, you got Heidi, you got Peaches. God, Frank and Harper are back. Yeah, they'll all be fighting soon up on that panel.
I'd love to give congratulations to whoever gave them the name of YouTube Homeless Channel.
Right. That's all you hear now.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it
I've
is.
not heard that, but I like it.
It's like that app Bigo. It's where all the homeless go. The people, yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. It really is. But
It's kind of like they say, get all the leftovers of the dating apps and just say what's left over.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just one
What's left
thing.
over.
Mhm.
And it's like they're like, okay, so this is the guy that threatened your son. This is the guy that you all accused of horrible acts. But now he's back, and his woman, who's married to someone else, allegedly, they're back,
Yeah.
and we're meant to believe that all is well, and they now have a child together. Okay.
And us student sisters are going to be the ones to break up a happy home.
Oh, bullshit. You cannot break up a happy home. Was that actually said?
Yep, it certainly
We're going to
was.
contact her husband.
Nobody wants to call your freaking dude, Harper. Kill that bullshit right
No,
there.
it's Purple that said that.
Oh, God. Purple, knock it off. You're doing too much. I know that you're forcing yourself to believe this, but you can chill out with the theatrics.
Mhm.
No one wants to break up. No one's calling anybody's anything. We're
No.
watching it from YouTube. We're watching it go down. And guess what? We have commentary on it. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean that we're going to go real life. Now, knock it off.
Right.
You're doing
Well,
too much.
and I would venture just to take a guess here. Y'all, just a guess. How happy is your home if you have to have a fake relationship on YouTube?
Not too happy. If your home is so happy, but you left to go lay up with Frank and then had to go back, and now you've got a baby and y'all are co-parenting from different states, and oh boy is good with it. This ain't a happy home. No.
Yep.
I don't think so.
Girl, there is absolutely zero chance of that, like ever.
Yeah. No man with any pride is putting up with that.
No.
Bite your tongue, Jeep girl.
That's what I think. Same thing. Absolutely not.
Oh God, yeah. Ugh. No. No. Never, ever, ever.
I'm getting my little bubble.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Well, and plus, I mean, you couldn't even do it with a straight face now. I mean, after you see everything for what it is, it's like there's no way. No.
Yep.
Mhm.
Take 10
Yeah.
steps back and you see things from a different perspective. There is no going back after that. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I couldn't do it. I never was over there. But just off the fact that you have to just go along to get along with everything over there, I couldn't imagine having to do that. Now all those people have to accept this Frank and Harper story. And you got to congratulate them.
Yep.
Frank.
Well, and they have to welcome back Karen and Heidi as well. And I can tell you
Yep.
there's some soreness there too. I promise
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fallouts with them were pretty dramatic, to the point where other people were involved and feeling a certain way, because you got to remember some of these relationships are also in a Discord, and
Right.
it comes out, it spills onto YouTube, people start feeling a way, and they don't like some of these characters that have left. And then they're back, and everybody has to get over their feelings of what they were feeling before. I
Yeah.
don't think Purple ever takes that into consideration.
Oh, she doesn't care.
Mm-mm. And the one with Frank and Harper, she definitely didn't take into consideration. She was like, y'all can come up here and tell everybody your story, and I'll make everybody go along with it. Yeah, don't worry. I won't let them ask you any questions.
I just, there's never going to be a day I can wrap my head around the fact of either welcoming back somebody that you believe's guilty of that or welcoming back somebody you think lied about it. I can't get my head twisted around that at all.
I can't.
Yeah, she needs to be asked which one does she believe?
Yeah, what one do you believe? Because you're welcoming one and both back without
Mhm.
asking questions and telling everybody it's none of our damn business.
Yep. You just don't get to throw that out there. She didn't allow Tabby to use "It's Not Your Business."
Exactly.
So neither do Frank and Harper. They don't get, I mean, they can, but no one's like going to bow down to it. People are going to have commentary on it.
Hey, Pero.
And I'm going to.
she said the loser has to shut up forever. Oh no. Is that what she said?
Pearl. A year ago, Harper and Perp live planning to fly to Iowa and have a cornfield psycho fight. The loser has to shut up forever. Now you're all chummy again. All is forgotten. Weirdo behavior.
Mhm.
Hey,
But it's not our business, Pearl.
uh,
That's the generic answer we're getting.
Hey, Echo.
Frank and Harper brought it to YouTube and Purple outed it in YouTube, but it's none of our business.
Yep. And Tony, she wasn't lying yesterday.
No, she was not.
No,
I
she
mean,
was not.
She wasn't. I mean, say what you want about Tony. She wasn't lying. I remember this bullshit that they were concocting of this love story that they wanted to play out. I had forgotten a lot of it, but as Tony was talking, I was like, yeah, I kind of remember that. Yep, I remember that. Because you tune some of this stuff out on YouTube. And after a few months, you just kind of whatever. Frank and Harper have left. Good for them. I thought it was good that they had left because it just wasn't good when they were on YouTube. Harper was always crying. Frank's always screaming at somebody, telling them to fuck off. So I thought that's good. They took a break. I'm glad. I think they planned this break though.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah. So that they could come back.
after hearing those recordings, I'll tell you, I'll give Tony credit where credit's due.
She did
handled
amazing.
that in
Yes.
a really, really good way, considering what the situation was and what she got thrown into.
Mm-hmm. She handled the situation very well.
Well, she said that she, was telling them both, you need to call the police, if this happened or if it didn't happen, y'all need. And let's remember, Heidi was also accusing Tony of having a recording of someone being,
Yeah.
and
No.
now you don't accuse somebody of that. That's not what she had a recording of.
No, it wasn't. I know it isn't.
But now we're all to shut up and mind our business. That's not the way this works.
Nope.
It's not the way any of this works.
The recordings do speak 1,000 words, though.
Hopefully I can hear them sometime, get a better understanding. I never heard them. I heard of them, though.
Yeah.
I just think they thought that they could come back with this story and everybody would just fall in line. Didn't happen that way, though.
Nope.
All right, ladies. Well, I'm going to go down and chat and listen. Thank you all for letting me come up.
Yes,
No problem, honey.
anytime.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be in chat.
Okay.
Take care.
All right.
Yeah.
Now that puts another perspective on it, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, certainly does. But it's none of our damn business.
Well, I mean, you say you put it out there on YouTube. You made it
Yeah.
everybody's business. Yeah.
Exactly. They can sit on panels all the shouting and bawling that it's none of our business and we just don't understand, and whatever screwed up dynamic that we've just all got to accept. Well, I'm sorry, I don't accept any kind of dynamic that sits there and co-signs accepting either somebody guilty of that or somebody who lied about it.
Right.
Oh, I thought her microphone cut out. Was waiting.
Do what?
I thought her microphone was cut out.
Oh.
I don't know. I
Y'all
just think it's just.
are doing better than me because I won't say a whole lot, bunch of other stuff, but I'm not gonna
What?
say it.
What? You can say it.
I think it's really sad because when you want to think about someone as if they have really been done that way, both of them are mentally unstable. But when you see the level of a person who wants to claim that, and one person is completely like blown away with what's going on, don't even know what's going on, it's just sick that you would never think that a woman would do something like that.
Like I said, the recordings speak 1,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not listening, and one person not knowing mentally what is going on. I just can't wrap my head around it.
Mm-hmm. It puts a lot more of it into context.
Well, the manipulation continues.
Yeah, it did. Mm-hmm.
It's just sad. Really is sad that people are just ignoring the words said last year and just thinking it's just let's brush it all under the carpet and it's just none of anybody's business now. I wouldn't want to be sitting in the company of somebody that was guilty of something like that, but I certainly wouldn't want to be in the company or trust being around someone who would lie about something like that and pin that on someone either. So either way, which one are you welcoming back, Purple?
Right.
She don't know and she don't care. That's the
No,
bottom
she don't.
line.
She don't. She's got the old crew back together for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tabby.
Hey, Tabby.
Guarantee you there'll be a reason behind it.
I don't know. Listening to that this morning, I guess we had a plan.
How? You know what? That make sense. How
Yeah.
is it? We had a plan. We told what? Did we go and tell Harper and Frank to come back on scene? That was the
Yeah.
plan.
Probably.
I promise you, not a one of us. You know what? Let's make this perfectly clear. Okay? Harper was in so many people's emails, inboxes, on the phone. Okay? Do a scored call. I can't even tell you how many people she reached out to with her sob story. It started off. See, she set this up really well, didn't she? I'm just going to say it,
Yeah.
y'all. She set it up really well. She thought she
Yeah.
did. Just needed to, need to try a little bit better next time, I guess. But hopefully there isn't a next time. But she had people on calls for hours and on end because she was so scared of Frank. She was scared he was going to come into her house and rape her. Yes, this is true. Do we remember the fiasco with the Matchbox car?
Yep.
Scared to death because there was a Matchbox car on a fence post. She swore it was him. I guess if it had been a Hot Wheels, like I said, she would have been mad, right? I don't know. I'm just saying, for hours, so many people, she'd blow up the phones, expressing this, concern that she had. So she was so fearful of him, of these things happening, that she had to go and see him at his place, right? See, your
Yep.
actions don't match your words. That's a big boo-boo. So you wonder why people may have questioned it even at the time that it came out. You can't sit there for hours on end and reach out to anybody and everybody claiming how scared to death of this person you are. And then go see him and have pictures taken with him sucking his finger. Are you kidding me? That's that. Did that look like somebody who was scared?
No. And I will say this, what was on those recordings literally was nothing compared to sending out someone's unsolicited photos. Absolutely not. No comparison. Sorry, that was a comment in that chat.
No, you're all right, Anna. Yeah, I seen a comment saying that we were all just jealous because if Frank and Harper had have come over this side, then we wouldn't have been bothered.
Sorry, I wouldn't
No,
want
you're
to-
absolutely right. We would not have been bothered. They would have not been in here.
You're exactly right.
And it's like, we
You
don't
know.
Harper.
Uh-uh.
I don't accept somebody who's either if he is guilty of something like that, or someone who lies about something like that, because it's one or the other. Both can't be true.
Mm-mm-mm. Not everybody wants to hang out with people like that. Sorry.
That's definitely not.
Where you been?
Hey, Pooh.
Hey, Pooh. How you doing?
Yo,
Hey, I mean,
Pooh.
yo, TFA. Sorry, I had to.
No, Purple never let up with that one, is she?
Well, I don't know. Every time I hear her talk about Pooh, I haven't heard it in a minute, but yeah, last I heard, she was still saying it's TFA.
Yeah.
TFA. I was like, oh.
Sorry to disappoint you, Purple, but yeah, Pooh's not TFA.
She trying to
Oh.
steal your thunder, Pooh. She working her way up to a full Pooh.
Yeah, Pooh, welcome to the Twilight Zone. It is screwed up.
Well, I mean, it's, you can't help it. We're not going to do it. But we do talk about it. We're going to chat about it. And I think everybody on the community who's had to be subjected to the bullshit is able to talk about it, and they are able to have their opinions. So we will do that on this channel and anybody else's channel that wants to talk about it and discuss it.
Yeah.
Just the same as we'll discuss somebody who goes and slips into a coma, dies, and then miraculously comes back right in time for 2025.
No, Pooh, she's not married to Frank. She obviously has a happy home happy life at home, and I guess we are going to destroy that.
Yeah, that's the thing. She's saying that she's and we're breaking up a happy home. and all of this kind of stuff, implying that Harper is still married. But if Harper's still married, again, why is everybody congratulating Frank and Harper? She's married. Like, what are
I'm
you
just,
doing?
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had a baby with somebody on YouTube, which we all know I can't have a baby, but if I was doing that, my husband might have a thing or two to say about it. I'm guessing, but what do I know? And just the same as if my husband was going to have a baby with somebody on YouTube, I'd have a few questions. Sure would.
Tony's perspective of it, Hakuna, is 100% the way it happened.
Yes, it definitely is.
That is 100% everything that happened.
Oh, poo. Okay, then.
What's the matter? What? Sorry, I'm
So,
trying to get dinner and still cooking here.
Pooh said, why would you send me wedding photos then? Was the wedding fake because the guy in the picture isn't Frank?
Oh, so she did. Was he a young guy or an older guy? Because, I mean, just asking,
So
I'm
again,
just.
that back down to my point. Everything else aside, why are y'all congratulating the both of them on this when she's married? When you can all
But,
see them sitting there saying, I love you, and kissing each other's asses and all the rest of it. Why is co-signing somebody who's married doing that? Just
Right.
asking.
well, more importantly, and no offense, Pooh. Please don't take offense to this at all. But why the hell is she sending pictures of her in a wedding dress for Pooh?
Mm.
You know what? I mean, what was that about? Part of the game, isn't it? Part of the game?
Probably.
Hmm.
Yep.
I tell you.
Or in a wedding dress with some guy.
I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how to diagnose. Y'all, I woke up pretty early this morning.
Exactly, Akuna. That's what I said last night. If I made that claim that happened to me, and my husband was raising said child, I know sure as shit my husband wouldn't be sitting letting me up on panel and join in with that kind of stuff with the guy that I made those claims about had a child because of that or after that with.
So, to prove that she was done with YouTube, she reaches out to a creator on YouTube to let him know
Yeah.
that she's married and happy now and done with YouTube.
Yeah, apparently they did something, but apparently that intervention didn't work.
Ah, yeah, supposedly, and that part is actually that's true. We found out that's true. Her kids found out about it.
Our kids found out about it. Our partner found out about it, and they all had an intervention to separate her from an unhealthy relationship with Frank.
Yeah.
And mind you, the kids, those quote unquote kids are adults. And we're not talking specifically about them. They're just the ones who are adult children found out and had to supposedly bring her husband into it. Now, that's weird. I'm sorry. Huh. I mean, where do you send somebody like that? What, what classification? I mean, you're not going to do AA or NA. You're not going to do anything like, that kind of rehab. I mean, think about that. Yeah, where do you send somebody like that? Or do they just talk her off the ledge and say, stop doing this? Don't go see that man anymore.
Yeah, that's an intervention of a whole ass different kind.
Well, here we are with left, right. Sorry. I am so
Um,
sorry.
Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Conan. Yeah, she did. I'm telling you, so many people she had conversations with. Yeah, exactly about Purple and Heidi. She would talk about Frank. There was a lot of people. People you wouldn't even think of. Like, why are you reaching out to them? What in the world? You know? Like,
Mm.
okay, interesting. It
Well,
was
I'd
like
love
if you were on
to,
YouTube, she was reaching out.
yeah.
So,
Well, I'd love to know their thoughts on the initial question. It's which one are you welcoming back? Somebody guilty of that or somebody who lied about it? But either way,
Yeah.
you're all sitting congratulating, patting in the back and co-signing this BS.
You would never get that answer because it's none of our business.
No, that's the
thanks,
game.
Sutton. That's bad. Well, you know whose business it is, though? Your spouse. Your spouse
Oh,
should know everything.
don't say that thing. She's gonna say we're gonna contact him.
I'll say
No,
what I want. I didn't say I was going to contact him.
no, it's just
Not at
a
Okay,
all.
so we don't go real life like you and your crew do. We don't
Well,
call.
Perk should know the importance of husbands knowing things and being sent information. She knows how
Yeah.
important that is.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Perk and Linda Moraine. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Even though he already knew, just whatever. And if you're saying that her husband knows already, then if somebody were to call him, or I don't know how the hell you get a hold of him, but you know, email him or whatever. I'm sure he's got email, right?
yeah.
Somebody were to do that, it wouldn't be like it was new info for him. He'd be like, "Oh my God, she's relapsed. She's on a Frankie Poo relapse." Mm,
Thank you, Kuna.
yeah, that's sad. That's. I mean, yeah, I can't even.
Well, she
I,
talks about we do stuff, but I wonder does her husband know what she does on her platform?
Yeah.
In all honesty.
I don't think so. He don't pay her no attention. Shit, that's why she on there all the time. And of course, I don't have to worry about it because my husband done left me. Your husband left you, Jen, and that's why you live here with me. We brought your
Uh-huh.
porch, we brought your porch and everything here to Texas, huh?
Yep. Who says that they've got a clip of Purple's people threatening to contact Harper's husband? So there's that. Hypocrites.
There's
Oh,
that.
so Purple can threaten to contact someone's husband, but we couldn't ask a question without it being turned into a threat.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you twisting things up good, aren't you? Mm-mm.
Well,
Oh
she's
well,
got a sister narrative for her new subscribers.
yeah, well, she can do whatever. I mean, narrate it up. But you may not want to play our live over here because you may hear some stuff you don't want your people to hear, right?
Those people over there can't think for themselves.
Well, I
They,
wouldn't say all of them because I mean the new ones don't know yet. You give them time, they'll know.
Jeep Girl,
Yeah, because
that's
they
what
don't know.
came in nearly 50 and apparently just had a baby.
right, Echo. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Well,
Purple says she's seen the
there's some.
belly.
Well, okay. Are you serious? I do not take her word for anything. I'm sorry, I just don't. Just because she says it doesn't mean it's true. She was 100% convinced that Frank made that threat to her son. Now she says it didn't happen? Oh, hmm. Interesting. Yeah, that's right, Akuna. She's 50 years old now.
Charlie girl, you awake?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at the back chat. Hey, Eliza.
I think the husband would know about a blood child.
Exactly. And even at that point, Eliza, that's what I said last night. It's if her husband is co-parenting with a child that he knows isn't his, how's he sitting by and watching Harper and Frank kissing ass with each other online?
And
With
being
Frank,
lovers on YouTube.
that's my woman, I love you, and all of this BS. Like, I know my husband would be ready to knock somebody's damn teeth out if that was going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand. It makes no sense. But, it's our opinion, that's all. We're just batting around our opinions over here.
Pooh, there's quite a few seem to think that because apparently the child's been named after the dog that they got last year. So they both get the same name. Oh, and Heidi's camper van has the same name as well.
Her friend zone that she uses?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All get the same
Stop
name.
naming other people's campers. How dare you? Oh, yeah, some people, I'll tell you. She had a hysterectomy, huh? I thought I had heard that too, but I wasn't,
Well, that's the thing, Sutton. Even if there was a baby, right, hypothetically, and she's convinced him that it's his, you're sitting on a bloody public platform kissing ass with somebody telling him he's the father. So again, what partner would stand for that?
That's right, Bruce. As always, here's Heidi. Here's Heidi, one upper over there. And I bet the letters in the name Cash were bigger than their baby's name, Cash.
Yeah. Living My Best Life said, Harper said she had a bunch of health issues, and I'm pretty sure she told she had to have a hysterectomy.
Okay, Eliza, hold on. Hold on a second.
Eliza, what have you been doing?
I heard the ass and Heidi's camper now. Oh man. Yeah. It's all about me.
Perfect thing to tell your child when it's older. Who was it named after, Mum? the dog in a YouTuber called Lydie's camper van.
Who names a fucking camper?
Well, if it's not yours, you can name it whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I named my car Betsy.
Well, I don't know. You think this would be doctor if I showed this, Eliza? I don't want to dox anybody, but
Hey, you got me wanting to see it.
Sutton, even if you had walked away and they're just not divorced, and she's now, say, hypothetically seeing Frank, you're seeing the guy that you made those claims about. So it still boils back down to that question of, so did they do it? Are you sticking by that, or are you lying about it?
I don't know. The way Paul was talking this morning that we're going to break up a happy home because we threatened to call. her spouse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Purple was talking as if she's still married.
You know it ain't a happy home. Sorry, it's not a happy home.
Eliza says show it.
Okay, well, this is a reenactment. So,
It's shooting a bird.
Oh no.
yeah, that little bug, that's gonna
It's
be
a
such
good
a
No.
baby.
Now, neither one of those is actually y'all.
We
That's
know.
not actually. So, a very good representation.
Have a good day, Pooh.
Bye,
Well,
Pooh.
that was the picture that the sun leaked.
Do what?
The sun leaked that picture
Oh,
about the YouTube love child.
the baby leaked it.
Hmm. Yeah, no, well, somebody it went for some money, you know.
Yeah.
The shun, the shun, the shun,
Uh-huh.
the shun. Okay, take it down. It's not actually them, but key representation, isn't it? Look at that, just like daddy, flipping people off all the time. And it looked like it
Babies
was
are
coming while like Harper does, so that worked out pretty good. I'd say that baby was a good combination of mom and dad.
Well, I certainly don't know how we're breaking up a happy home, because if the home was so happy, you wouldn't be sitting on panels in the YouTube streets with the person that you claimed that again, claiming that you love each other while you're sitting there with a whole ass partner in the background.
right.
Just saying.
Well, now, why you gotta go and say stuff like that? Don't be saying anything that makes any kind of sense now, okay?
No, we can't have that.
Mm-mm. Not around these parts.
You got to put it in Pooter McGee terms.
McGee. I need that fart machine sounds. Golly day. That's the language you can get down with right there.
Yep. Look,
What was that?
what was that?
It was like,
It was your
you.
best.
Nothing like that. Look, you don't know what that was. It came from you.
Ah.
Golly, you ought to know by now. If many times you drop one on a live, you know what it is.
You know, I mean, if it hadn't have been so loud and long, she might have got away with it. You know, not said anything, but what was that?
And then how to push another one out. You heard that one.
Yeah, she grunted. Get that one out.
Couldn't cover the first one, so she had to cough to
She's
cover the
look.
second.
Yeah, she hasn't denied the second one, so.
Cheap giggle.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, Jeep Girl, and it's been in the making for a year.
I'm here, y'all.
Thanks for the warning. Did you go somewhere?
No, I'm here. I'm having to get stuff done.
Oh. She trying to multitask, y'all.
Yep.
Trying to sweep the floor and talk to y'all at the same time.
Okay, look, did you say that you were gonna dox my ear?
CJ, Tooth Fairy has a question for you.
Oh, okay. What's your question to the fairy?
What's going on?
What's your question?
Well, I don't know, Jeep Girl. It probably took them a while, but it took them a long time to play it out, didn't it? Whew. Oh no. Ooh, I said I'm multitask. I'm swimming while crying. I'm in pain. Oh no.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
You doing
feel better?
physical therapy? I'm sorry, CJ, I cut you off.
No, you're all right.
Waiting for the question.
That's what I was doing. I'm going back to sleeping. Y'all.
Must be a long one.
Oh goodness. Better get ready to break. Brace, brace. Yeah, Jeep Girl, I know. Well, apparently a year ago they were talking about this, planning this crap out. It just took them that long to play it out. Oh, Tooth Fairy.
Oh, Lordy.
How's it making fun of her disability?
CJ.
I guess I'd have to say, where's the documentation of a disability? I suppose receipts or it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, you know,
If
that's how
Purple,
people want to be. Let's be like that too.
if Purple can't see that that was nothing to do with poking at her disability, it was about poking at her, poking at other people.
Oh my word, she really believes the book.
All the rest of it, yeah, she still to this day is convinced that that dang book's real. Learn the difference. Try learning the difference. If you think I'm really seriously wasting my dang time on a Purple Pigeon alphabet book, you're sadly mistaken. And if you can't realise that that was a poke at Purple for picking at everybody else for their spelling when she's throwing stones from a glass house, then I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh my word. Wait a minute, what about my fund? The royalties was go to my lawyer fund. Tell me I'm not getting royalties to a lawyer fund.
No, I'm sorry to crush your little heart, Jenna.
Oh no, I gotta go find me.
Well, you know, the people that CJ was trying to reach with that book, they just said that there was no need for it. That they didn't need to learn the alphabet or learn how to read properly or make the effort to do so. So you have no royalties. Sorry.
That sucks. I needed money.
Oh. Yeah, Liza, they did, didn't they? They waited it out for a while though. Although I have to think that they were probably out there under some disguise name, you know. They were lurking at least. They've been there. I don't think they went anywhere. They just they weren't seen all the time.
I have to say, as vile as she is and as nasty as she has talked about people, I think talking about her reading ability is small potatoes compared to what she does to people.
Yeah. I think talking about someone's child who's passed in any kind of fashion, and we've seen some pretty grotesque ways that she's done it just in the last 2 weeks, you know? Two different people, you know? Taking jabs at someone for committing the S, you know, things like that. It's game on. So if you want to be upset about, you know, an alphabet book, maybe, you know what, go and ask her.
Well,
How's the sun shining today? Okay.
Just nobody's put their when have we I've not put my medical record. I don't know what you're talking about, medical records online.
and as far as nudes
Putting
being put
nudes
on the
out
internet, that's your fearless leader that allowed that.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as putting nudes online, Jenna, get that straight, did not allow her nudes online. She sent them
Privately.
and thought was a trust and private relationship where she sent them over to someone privately under the thought that this person would keep them safe and not share them with anybody. And then years
Who
later,
put medical records?
What?
I'm sorry, CJ. She said something about be stupid to put medical records or news. Sorry, I think you're in the wrong spot. I think you need to go there and ask Purple.
That's exactly.
Sorry.
She's the one that allowed that.
And I'm sorry, Perp also says that if you don't have a receipt, it's not true. It didn't happen. No receipts, don't believe it. So there's that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to roll with Perp's rules because what's good for her is good for everyone else.
Well, and the beautiful part of that is we do have receipts.
Mm-hmm. I know, son. She really did believe that book was real. Are you shitting me? Well, CJ, you're on what, the third or fourth in the series? What are you on now? Okay.
yeah, I'm on a few.
Look, she thinks she's going to get royalties. Well, unless she is claiming that her name is Purple Pigeon, she ain't getting shit.
She don't own the name Purple Pigeon.
No, she don't.
CJ, what was you saying? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I'm just saying in regards to that comment, it's when images like that are sent in a private way and those are then
Oh, hold on. It was not all Sassy, sweetheart. Sassy already told us what she did, but we also have evidence that your Queen Buckeye over there was one of the main ringleaders on there. And you can ask Purple. She stated it on a live, Tooth Fairy. She had even said, it was asked, did Levi send those pictures to Sassy? No, of course not. She was very quick in her response. You know why? Because she knows exactly who got those photos and put them out. So you may want to go and talk to her, and you tell her to get over her dang on self and stop dragging moms through the mud. You know, and other people that it really isn't any of her business now, is it? Right? So don't come in here with your bullshit.
How would you feel, Tooth Fairy, if your pictures were sent out? I could easily put out stuff on this platform and show you everybody who sent it. But I'm not going to do that because it's not for YouTube, and I'm not going to put my pictures on here. But how would you feel if your pictures, if you sent them to someone you thought you could trust and they let go of your pictures? Stupid, man. Nothing, sweetie.
Mm-hmm. We're not lost, Tooth Fairy. We're right where we're supposed to be, but I think you might be a little lost. I think you stumbled into the wrong place.
And Purple sent them to no one. That's spelled N-O, not K-N-O-W. Just saying.
Well, she did put them on a live, and then they were blurred,
Mhm.
but she let
And she-
everybody know what
So
they
she
were.
did share them. She absolutely 100% did share them.
She sure did. And then put it behind a paywall. So run along, sweetie, run along, because I'm not dealing with the bullshit. You know exactly. You've been here, you know all that. You didn't see the pictures, then you should know the whole story already. And you still choose to go with that. I don't have time for anybody who's entertaining that.
Go troll somewhere else.
No world that Jen is to blame for someone else breaching her trust and sending them out to whoever they sent them out to.
Oh, it might be, Jeep Girl. Look at that. See, that makes me think. You know, it might be.
Because how she spelled no.
Yeah. And
Just saying. There's that.
yeah. It really makes me to think that, you know, that person who told me that they think that's Purple's camp over there doing a couple of those clip channels so that they can attack people. That makes me really think that's true.
Could be Sutton.
Could be.
Does kind of fit the MO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You just gotta ignore that stuff, Tabby. You gotta ignore that. I'm telling you. Oh, hold on. Okay. Well, you guys ready to end it? Because I do have to get a few hours of sleep before my kids get home.
Yes.
And
No problem.
so I can go back and do it all over again tonight.
Everybody have a good day.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right. Love y'all.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. And just so that people understand that just because people have been through some shit in their life, let me just say this. I've been through enough shit in my life that I don't take shit from anybody else. I just don't, you know? Like to think of myself as somewhat of a decent person, you know? I try to be fair. But I also know that I'm not going to sit here and listen to somebody make a mockery of such a serious subject matter. And then other people just belittle it like it's nothing. When there are people who've gone through that stuff. So, y'all have a great day. I'm sorry, Saturn, I know, but I got 6 hours before my kids are home. I gotta get a little bit of sleep. 4 hours, I should be good, I hope. But thank y'all for joining us, and we will chat with y'all later. Y'all have a great day.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. 'Cause I will always be a warrior. Late nights, get lost, hard work, the cost. Can't quit, can't stop. This world all cut off. Don't have time to waste, not now. Need to find a way to get out. 'Cause I'm gone in deep. Get lost in the weeds. You know it's all about the conquest, what's next? You gotta put the work in like you're obsessed. Think about what you want, what's your future? What kind of person would it take to seduce her? So what's next? Be obsessed with winning and your success. Make progress, this life is never promised. So feel blessed, live life, don't be too cautious. Trust the process. In too deep, I'll never quit. I wanna see this through, yeah, I'm all in. And I will hold my head up high. Got what it takes to fight and survive. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my